リーチ。ロン。24000。
一面図元禄か。
相撲8000、4000。
翔ちゃんが押されてる。兄貴。
16000、8000。リーチ。
リーチロン24000
一面図元禄か。
相撲8000、4000
翔ちゃんが恐れてる。
兄貴。
Hello. Good evening. How are you all doing? Happy Sunday. Hopefully having a good weekend. Yes, welcome to yet another day in Mahjong month where we are going through all of the all ages Mahjong games on arcade formats. And we've done quite a few so far. I have spent a little bit of time this afternoon tidying up the list. And I've managed to remove a few more clones from it. So we're actually sitting at 86 remaining now, which is considerably less than what we would have had remaining if most of these were still working. But for the most part, I think we can get through all of this within the next month. I think it's not going to take too long. 86 is about the same amount as, say, the Sega Saturn. So the Sega Saturn took about maybe 2-3 weeks to do, so I think we have plenty of time to do it. We can just take our time getting through most of these, mostly betjongs, and get them out of the way, and then that should put us in a very good position to spend some time with the more interesting arcade stuff, the R18 stuff, that is, the actual lewdjongs, which I think most people are probably looking forward to at this point. I know I am, because it's been a while since I've played anything in that big list, besides what I currently own on PCB. So it'll be pretty fun to see what lewdjongs are out there, and if there's any like interesting ones that we haven't really seen before, might be worth making a note of. So it'll be pretty fun to actually get to that list soon. Hopefully we'll be able to get through that by the end of this month, like the non-lewd stuff. Like I said, 86 isn't a really huge amount now. It's around about the same amount as the Sega Saturn or so. And Sega Saturn didn't take too long to go through either, even though there were some pretty good ones on the Saturn, if I remember correctly. How am I going to play those on this channel? We'll find a way. What's up, Zaki? What's up, Nader? Highwinds, Giro X, Batteries, and Bender, and everyone else that's currently lurking. Happy Sunday. How you doing? So we'll try and figure out what to do with the lewdjongs at this point. More than likely, I'll probably not stream it in retro because at least back in the day, there was some Twitch Jannies that were like watching retro like a hawk. So usually I put it in purgatory or something similar. And failing that, we can always put it on the secret stream. But the secret stream I have to announce in advance, so that people are aware that it's going to be popping up. But to do the secret streams, I actually need to set up a Docker container again because I haven't actually got around to reinstalling Docker on this PC yet, on this version of Windows rather. Everything is still sitting on the old partition for C. So I actually need to go in there, grab everything, including the templates that I'd customized for the secret stream, and get them all installed again, which shouldn't take long. I mean, it'll just take like maybe about 10-15 minutes to get everything installed and set up again. But I do need to do some like tweaking because I had everything set up like nice and comfortably, so that I can just like press a button and get started. Whereas if I install it now, I have to do like a bit of customization in order to get everything set up the way that I like it. So those secret streams probably won't be happening just yet, but I'll figure something out by then. What's up, G? How's it going as well? How you doing? Yeah, so I think we're in a pretty good spot at the moment. I said I went back through the jong list, and I culled a few more of the clones. I actually went and was a little bit more methodical about it this time. So anything that's listed as like say set 1 or set 2 or some version number difference of like the same ROM set, then I merged them into one listing. There are some instances of games which have like clones with completely different names. So I've left those ones in just in case there are like some like visual or gameplay differences, and we have seen like 1 or 2 so far. So I've left those ones in at least. I need to do the same with the R18 collection as well because there's a few clones in that one, which I'll need to cull. So I think the R18 list is probably going to be considerably smaller than than it is currently because at the moment, what are we at? Oops, that's the wrong window. I think we're sitting at around about 300-ish, something like that for Loot Arcade stuff. Hold on, let me see. So subtract 1 row, yeah, so 300-ish. But I think there's quite a few, like here, for example, clones. So we'll probably be around about maybe 280-ish, which isn't that bad to be honest. It could be less, could be more. But I do need to actually go through and cull some of the clones in here. Luckily, I did actually keep a hold of the set names as well from when I actually exported everything out of MAME. So that makes it a little bit easier to see what games are what. Like I said, if the names are different between clones, and I'll keep them in just in case there are some like visual or gameplay differences between them. But where you'll see stuff like these, for example, Japan newer, Japan older. 9 times out of 10, there's no difference between gameplay, or maybe there's like a difference so minor you wouldn't really notice it, like I don't know, a bug fix or something like that. So in these cases, I'd probably merge like these two together into one listing and just make it easier, because then we'll have less to do, which means we'll get through most of them a little bit easier. You also notice that on the loot stuff, there has been some entries already added. Some by myself, some from Antoine, some from Dan Zeman. Obviously, I'll keep the original reviews in there as well, and I'll just add like my notes to it as well. But yeah, some of these have been played already. There's some pretty fun ones that have been looked at. Obviously, the more popular stuff like Super Real, Tyson Hot Gimmick. The Tsukiban Janshi Ryoko is actually kind of cool. It got a 6, but I think it's not a bad game. I think it's probably a little bit higher than that, to be honest. Tsukiban, I think, obviously is the delinquent girls, which is always fun. There's quite a few that have been played, obviously, but when we actually get to it, that'll be where most of the interest is. There are some betjongs in the lewdjong category as well. So obviously we do need to go through that. This game is great, by the way. I was just actually thinking of this game earlier. Mirage Yoju Mahjong Den, which is actually done by Mitchell, the same developer as Osman or Cannon Dancer, the Strider-like game. It's actually pretty cool, this game. And also, I think this is the origin of the snake emoji that we have on the on the channel at the moment. The game itself is actually pretty damn good, and definitely recommended. I think this is more of a 10 than a 9 to me. But when we get back to it, we'll definitely play these. Instead, when we actually get back to doing the lewdjongs stuff, we'll have every game in it, including the stuff that's already been reviewed, because then we can come back to them and re-review them if we need to. But like I said, once we get to this, we'll merge some of these sets together just to see how much we're left with. And I think on estimate, we're looking at around about maybe 300 currently. After merge, it'll probably be around about 280, which isn't a huge amount. That's like, I think, just about double the PC98 currently, or maybe a little bit more. And PC98 took like an entire month or two, I think. So PC98 was how many? 130. Yeah, so it's over double the PC98, and I think that took about a month and a half, I think, to finish off, at a rate of about 4 or 5 games each sitting. But with arcade, we know that there's betjongs, and they get flushed like within 5 to 10 minutes of booting up. So it could be a little bit quicker to get through the arcade stuff. But at the very least, all of the stuff that'll be coming up between now and the end of this project will be pretty much brand new, because a lot of these games we've never seen before. A lot of the non-nude stuff we've never seen before as well. So yeah, brand new content. Surprise! Anyway, yes, R18 clones, yeah, exactly. Even more reason to eat them. Am I going to rent one of those server things? I don't know. I need to figure that out, to be honest, Bender. I would prefer to actually have somewhere to stream to like a private server. Because doing it directly off my system does work, but it only works up to a certain amount of people, because obviously my bandwidth only covers X number of people. And I think we tested it the last time and we got to around about, what, 15? We've got to around about, what, 15 people watching my secret stream concurrently. I would prefer to be able to have it so that we could have like as many people as possible watching it. It would be nice to figure that out at some point, though. I mean, I'm not in any hurry to do it now, but I would like to do it soon, because obviously if we can find something that works, like where I can stream to like a private server, and then everyone can watch the private server without like completely destroying my internet, then that would be perfect, because then we can do some more of the PC jongs, we can do some more PC98 like stuff, we can do some more like PC visual novel stuff as well. So it would be nice to figure something like that out that's actually cost effective. I mean, fucking was it Deep L at the moment is charging me like about 7 or 8 quid a month, and I'm not even using it at the moment, so I might need to cancel that for now until we actually get back around to using Textractor for stuff. So yeah, it's there's currently things that need to be figured out with the stream, like going forward. Obviously, after the big banning of like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, we did figure some stuff out in order to allow us to stream whatever we want. But logistically, there's still a few things that need to be sorted out in terms of like being able to stream the more interesting stuff. Yeah, Bender, I mean, I think if we can figure that out ASAP, then I'm quite happy to, to pay for that and actually use it, because then we can stream whatever the fuck we want. I mean, we could even have like, proper movie nights. I mean, I like to do movie nights on Twitch, but can actually have like some other types of movie nights as well, or like watch, or leave it on like and stream like big collections of movies or whatever. We can do all sorts of stuff with it if we can figure something out. But ideally, I would like something that is affordable and can actually manage like at least 20 people, 20 plus people if need be, without like requiring me to have like super fast internet. Because at the moment, I pay also quite a lot of money for my internet connection as well. I actually upgraded to basically the fastest upload available in my area, which is around about 120 megabit up. So at the moment, I can still do like, you know, secret stream stuff and still manage it for like maybe 12 to 15 people. Anything after that, though, is like it's going to be a bit of a question mark in terms of whether or not I can maintain that speed. But it is pretty expensive for that internet internet package at the moment, so there's still quite a few things to sort out there as well. Yeah, I mean, Bender, I'm okay with that as well, you know. I mean, if we can find something that works, then I'm quite happy to have people chip in if we can use it as well. We'll sort that out, like, at some point soon, though. I mean, we can even start discussing it again on Discord if we need to. But for now, I think what we've got currently going on so far is fine. But we'll probably need it at some point soon once we actually approach doing arcade, like the lewdjong arcade stuff. Once we actually consider doing PC98 documentation properly, or once we even probably start doing all of those PC jongs that I bought like ages and ages ago that we haven't actually sat down with yet, that we could actually have some fun with. But yeah, I mean, if we discuss it soon, then we can probably sort something out. But I do want to try and find like options first that will work, that will actually allow us to actually you know, cover a lot of things. Thanks for the resub as well, Shrapnel. 15 months, much appreciated, of course. Yeah, hopefully all doing all right. Like I said, we've got quite a lot going on at the moment. Tonight, though, is going to be this big wheel of jongs. We're going to try and grab as many of these as we can and try them out. Obviously, we've ran into a lot of betjongs so far, and that's basically the theme for all ages arcade at the moment. Most of it is very much gambling centric, which is about what I expected with this list. The real fun list is the lewdjong stuff, but we won't be able to do that yet until we finish this. And as you can see, we have 86 entries on this wheel still to go. At the moment, though, we're doing around about 8 a night. Like the past 2 nights we've been doing arcade stuff, we've done like 8 or 9 in one sitting. So at that rate, we should probably be done pretty quickly. There's a couple of good games in this still that I can see, though, but they are like needles in the haystack. So if we get lucky and roll them, then we'll have some fun with them. But if not, then whatever, we'll just see what we get. But just be prepared to like flush a bunch of these down the toilet if we have to, because there are going to be some pretty shit ones. Anyway, shall we just get started? Because I'm in the mood to jong right now. Yes, we have the jong controller, as you can see as well. That is it's back as where it usually is. So it's actually quite nice to use this. It is a bit small though, as you can see though. Like I've been saying like last couple of nights, I would like to actually find a slightly bigger, more like standard controller, like standard arcade stick sized controller. What the hell? Oh, hype train. Crispy. Thanks for this. Thank you for the Prime sub as well. Much appreciated. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, we're just gonna be getting on with this tonight. Hopefully you're all having a good night. It's the weekend, of course. Let's just spin up and see what we get. If we get something good, then great. If not, then whatever. Ippatsu Gyakuten. Oh my god, it's a betjong. It's a betjong. Arigato! Who the hell? Oh, thanks for the bits as well. Hype train, eh? Nice. Anyway, so Ippatsu Gyakuten. It's a betjong, of course. It's like quite clearly marked as one. I have no idea if it's any good though. Said all of this is new. I've never seen it before. You never know. Some of the betjongs could be good. I'm very much open-minded to the fact that we might find an interesting betjong in the future, but I'm not gonna put any money on it happening. So we'll soon see. Let's get rid of that off the list. I need to add that to Notepad. Okay, good. Ready? What's up, Energy? Sword Fam, what's up as well?
Oh yeah!
Oh my god. Thanks for the bits, Krispy Kreme. Here for the toilet sounds. I mean, I really should actually have like a viewer's mahjong points like redeem to like make flushing noises whenever we had some bad ones. You had some extra. No, that's absolutely fine. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Ippatsu Gyakuten. There it is. Yeah, so we're going to be playing arcade stuff, as you can see. Just got to wait for MAME to actually pick stuff up. Oh, it's a Dynax one. Oh, goody. Slapping tile noises. I actually need to take a look at a soundboard, actually. I know I've said in the past that I don't really like the idea of having like too many sounds that can be spammed by people because it gets massively distracting. But I don't mind putting some on if I put like, say, a redeem time limit or something so that they don't get like overused or something like that. Yes, this looks incredible, doesn't it? Amazing. Welcome to the things. I'm definitely not doing the TTS thing, no. That's one thing I refuse to do. Yeah, I know you can add cooldowns to them. I need to have a look at them, to be honest. I might consider doing like a few of the more interesting sounds that we've come across, like some of the voice clips that we pulled from that was it the PS2 Jong that's set in the nightclub that you just heard like a soundbite from. We could use some of those. There's some pretty funny ones there. Yeah, Duke Donuts, McCaw. I mean, they probably don't mind TTS doing that stuff, but yeah, I don't really like doing that. I know some people actually do have like sound clips tied to viewer point redeems, but I would probably have it on like a timer. I also need to actually take a look at point redeems to do stuff to the model as well, but I haven't actually got around to doing that either. I'm just being lazy at the moment. That and Grand Blue Fantasy Relink has been eating up all of my free time lately. So that's my excuse for being lazy at the moment. Yeah. But since I'm actually at the end of Endgame at the moment, I can probably take a break until the new characters actually drop. Tway should be pretty interesting though. The post game is great actually. I've been enjoying it a lot. I've only just got to the final boss of the hardest difficulty where you can actually start farming for the end game weapons, and I've got 3 of them. Unfortunately, the 3 weapons that I did get are for characters that aren't my main. So it's like, okay, thanks. I need to build these characters out now to use them. You've been playing Shadowrun Returns. That's a really good game, by the way. Really good game. Yeah, of course. It's the drop rate is like, it's not too bad, but they've done it in a way that you don't get the weapon for the character you're currently using. You get the weapons for everybody else. Luckily, I did get 2 weapons for 2 characters that I might consider like creating as alts. So it's not too bad at least. All the other characters are pretty viable, so I've been having fun just trying some of them out. Yeah, Shadowrun Returns is a good game. You should probably play the original actually. The original one's pretty good. Yeah, all the gacha mechanics. Yeah, it is gacha mechanics. Yeah, that's the only thing about Grand Blue is that there is quite a lot of the original mobile gacha thinking in it. There's no microtransactions, thankfully, but there's a hell of a lot of RNG. So just turn it up so you can hear this fantastic music. Okay, right. Ooh, tile slamming sounds. Automatically, it goes up to 2 points. Yeah, the other versions of Shadowrun are great. I do think it's a brilliant little game. Oh, I used to play the tabletop style pen and paper one, yeah. Oh, there's a really nice shop in London that specializes in tabletop games. Like you get the books for them, the really thick books. Me and my friend popped in there like when we were in London like a few months ago for a gig, and honestly, it's so if I was more into like that kind of stuff, then I would like spend plenty of time and money in there, but I can see that place being like a mecca for people who are interested in that stuff. I did pop in there, actually, tell the truth, because I was curious to see if there was anything to do with Arkham Horror, which is the game that inspired World of Horror. And interestingly, interestingly enough, there's still quite a lot of stuff related to Arkham Horror being released even today. That's actually kind of cool to see. I actually had to stop myself from fucking buying anything related to it, like, because that would have been expensive. Yeah, I've seen like a little bit of it, and it looks really interesting. It said it inspires the PC game World of Horror, which I absolutely adore. But I was kind of interested to see what the original game, like the original inspiration, looked like, and it's actually pretty nice. Like, there's quite a lot of material for it. Yeah, I can see like it taking quite a long time to actually play those games. Like, I think I got talking to somebody in that shop in London at that time, and he was like waxing lyrical about all of the tabletop stuff, and he was like, "Do you play anything?" I was like, "Not at the moment, but I'm somewhat interested in Arkham Horror because, you know, it's an influence for one of my favorite PC games of like the past year or two." And he's like, "Oh, that game's pretty cool. You should check this out." And he ended up showing me all this stuff and talking about it, and I was like, "Yeah, this is pretty cool. Also extremely complex." Last chance. Yeah, never mind. Ryu Kyoku. You've got the first Italian edition. That's actually pretty cool. It looks really nice, actually. I think there's a few spin-offs of Arkham Horror as well, though, from what I remember. But they had like some of the original stuff there, and it's actually really cool to see. So that was nice. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the case with a lot of those kinds of games, though, right? A lot of it is spent like getting everything prepared and setting it all up, and once you actually get into it, it's actually really fun. But the games can take like literal hours to do. Because I know, like, I've got a few friends of mine at work who are into like, was it Dungeons and Dragons? And they do that stuff for like literally hours on end. I've always been interested in it, but I've never really got around to, you know, sitting down to trying it out. Just find it like extremely complex. And I like shorter games nowadays because my attention span is quite short. I blame all the years of schmupping for making my attention span so short. Okay. Oh, you had a gaming club that met every Thursday. Arkham Horror was a staple. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. I know we had like similar clubs in school for stuff like that. Again, I always found it quite daunting to, you know, approach that kind of stuff, but I still have friends who are like huge fans of, you know, tabletop gaming, and it's actually kind of cool. Like, once you get them talking about it, they are like, they spend hours just going on and on and on about it, waxing lyrical, and it's nice to see because there's a lot of passion involved in that kind of hobby. A lot of passion and also a lot of money, time investment. The trail at House on the Hill. I think I've seen a little bit of that, actually. I remember seeing something like that at the shop. And yeah, batteries. This game is kind of hot garbage. I'm gonna finish this handoff. I also need to take a screenshot, actually. And move on. I mean, it's what you would expect for a ultra ancient betjong. It's not exactly spectacular to look at. Not really that fun to play either. It is what it is, though. Oops. Yeah, I've actually got Tabletop Simulator. The last time I used it, though, I used it for Pokemon. Because I remember talking about, was it the Pokemon card game with Anton, and ended up setting it up in there. And it's interesting, it works quite well in that one. It works pretty well for that. I actually had to throw out a lot of my old Pokemon cards, actually, because I didn't really need them anymore. But that kind of stuff I used to be into when I was like somewhat younger. They were fun to collect, actually, to be honest. I always had fun playing against my friends as well, way back when. Yeah, nothing beats being in person for, you know, tabletop gaming, but, you know, Tabletop Simulator does work as a very good analog to that. Senpai. Woof. This game is garbage. Alright, moving right along. Right. Alright, let's see now. Yeah, with everything being new as well, I have to spend a little bit of time just working on the spreadsheet. Not like before when we had already done most of these games, and all we were doing at this point was just updating stuff. Now we actually have to add screenshots and set up all the nonsense here. So it's a 1v1, it is a bet game. No red 5s that I saw. Chombo doesn't exist. Power-ups. I didn't see anything power-up related, and you couldn't really switch tiles, I think, at the beginning. Blah. It's an ancient bet game. Avoid like the plague. It's an ancient bet game with slot machine mechanic. Added to it for a little variety. But it's also a bet game. Avoid like the plague. At least for the most part, we know exactly what games to get rid of in the future. Yeah, I mean, the slot machine mechanic probably has something to do with like bonus tiles and shit. But I don't think I really want to see what that is. Not a very good game to begin with, so we can avoid that. Next. This rate, we should probably get through most of these pretty quickly. Oh. Oh, okay. Puu Mahjong Kiwame S. I think this should work. I'm going to assume that it does. So the Puu Mahjong games we've played on other formats before. This is Kiwame S though. There was actually a clone for this as well, but I think this one should be fine. There's also Puu Mahjong Kiwame, which is the original version. Kiwame S is like an updated version. This should be a little bit better to play than the betjong that we just played. Yes, there are arcade Kiwames. It's where the series originated from. So a lot of the versions of Puu Mahjong Kiwame you'll see are either ports of the arcade version or extensions of. Right, Kiwame S. Overall working, graphics imperfect, sound imperfect. That's if it's imperfect, then that's okay. Yeah, that'll do. System BIOS, is it? Oh, STV. Oh shit, Sega Titan. Okay. I think this should be okay though. I mean, I haven't had any issues running Sega Titan and MAME before. Yeah, it's a Saturn. Sega Titan is basically Saturn hardware. Sounds alright actually, yeah, it seems like it's running okay. I mean, my PC is pretty beastly anyway, so I don't think I'll have any issues running Saturn stuff. Even in MAME. The sound is a bit weird though. I mean, you can hear that, right? I'm sure the instrumentation isn't supposed to sound like that. Yeah, it does sound out of tune. Kiwame S. From Mahjong Kiwame S. Yeah, so this... yeah. The saxophone. I mean, it's... You also have to remember it is Sega Saturn hardware, so... It's more than likely that the Saturn hasn't been fully emulated even now. Like, there's still bits of it that's still incorrect. That's okay though, at the very least. That's a concern though. This could be a problem though. Yeah, that might be a problem. I'm tempted to mark it as not working. It's a shame really, because I think we can try it. I'm not sure though, because it was doing it like all the way through the demo as well. Anyway, right, so go. I think that's okay, yeah. What? How do you do this? Was it joystick related? Oh, it's joystick controlled, okay. From here. Okay. I mean, it seems okay outside of the demo. Nope. Yeah, certain elements keep disappearing. Yeah, I don't know, this doesn't seem playable to me. Which is a shame really, because it could have been alright. Unless it's just MAME's emulation of this that's bad. Oops, press the wrong button. It's also... Yikes. Yeah, that's unplayable. God damn it. The one before it'll work though, by the sound of it though. But this one on Sega Titan probably won't be working. Yeah, it's unfortunate though. Shit, well that's a disappointment. Yeah, I mean, the Kiwame series is generally pretty good, but we can't play that. That is not playable at the moment, so I'm going to mark it as such. Right, Kiwame S. I mean, it's possible that a different emulator would run it better, because there are dedicated emulators for Saturn and STV. It might just be the version in MAME isn't working properly. I'm also running the most recent version of MAME to try and avoid as many hardware emulation problems as possible. But obviously, some systems still aren't perfectly emulated, which is a shame. Sega Titan. Emulation appears incomplete as various elements flicker on off. SSF or some other type emulator may work better. It might be worth checking that actually, because I do know that SSF actually emulates Sega Titan as well. And SSF is the dedicated Saturn emulator that's written by a Japanese developer, if I remember correctly. But it actually runs quite nicely, despite the fact that it also needs like a hell of a lot more system performance than most other emulators. That one does run Sega Titan, so it could possibly work a bit better on that. I'll have to take a look at that just in case. I would, at this point, assume that the version of the emulation of Sega Titan and MAME is like lagging behind most other systems at this point in time. I can actually update this though for now. So 4, not a jong. Open Tanyao is usually on Kiwame, but I'll leave that off. I think red 5's Chombo, no power-ups obviously. Chombos, no, red 5's. Right, we'll leave that as red for now. It's a shame really, because it would be nice to have played that. Oh, have you seen it before? Let me switch. You can have a closer look at it. It's actually, I bought this from Beep for about 9,800 yen. This was like around about 2019ish. So yeah, it's just a little like PCB with some buttons in it. When you plug it in, it behaves like a keyboard, which is why it works so well with MAME. So all of these buttons are basically mapped to what MAME uses as default buttons for Mahjong games. So obviously A to N, and then these keys are like whatever's mapped to MAME. So coin is like 5, start is 1, and everything else is whatever. It also supports Hanafuda, obviously, with it being a keyboard, so like these keys can be used for Hanafuda as well. It is a lot smaller, yes, it's quite small actually. I mean, if I bring my mouse in, well, I can't bring my mouse into view because you can just barely see it, but yeah. There's the mouse, you can just about see there. It's not the same size. It's actually quite small, yeah, very dinky. And that's what I was saying, I would like a controller that's slightly bigger. Because it makes it easier to play Jong, I think, with a bigger controller. So I'll probably have a look around to see if I can find anything that's like got bigger buttons, because that would be nice to have. As long as it's plug and play like this one, you can just connect it and it works like a keyboard or something. Yeah, Hanafuda would be interesting to learn, but I don't know. I think the thing about Jong is that at least it makes some sense. Hanafuda, for me, doesn't make that much sense, if at all. At least in terms of its rules. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you actually have to pay attention to in Hanafuda, so it's like, you know, it would be a fun game to learn, but it's certainly not something I'm going to be learning anytime soon. Anyway, yeah, so that sadly didn't work, so let's keep going. Oh, so very close to Usagi. The Mahjong Gekisha. Mahjong Gekisha. Mahjong Gekisha. At this speed, though, we should probably get through most of these pretty quickly. Or is it? There it is. Right, so Gekisha. So that's updated. That's updated. That's been removed. Just the list. Not work. Yeah, I just have to keep a separate list just so I know what I've played each session. Alright. It's very cursed wheel, yes. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is actually quite nice in that it behaves like a keyboard when you plug it in, so you don't need to do anything else. The nice thing about it behaving like a keyboard is that it works for other stuff that needs like keyboard controls as well. Like some of the PC98 jongs actually require you to use like A to N on the keyboard. This works really well for it, funny enough. Where is it? Gekisha. Oh, there it is. Oh dear. It's a betjong. And it's another Dynax banger. The Folly, yeah. Mahjong keyboard. Right here. Well, this is a tile set. I have, actually. This looks okay. I mean, it is betjong after all, so... the most HD fire ever, yeah. I mean, I don't think this looks that bad, to be honest. Obviously, betjongs, though, they usually play quite badly, but I said I'm willing to give a game the benefit of the doubt until we actually sit down to play it and see just how jacked it is. Dun, 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 dun. These are some good portraits, though. The artwork isn't that bad. I mean, she looks like she could do with like a few more meals. Right, so... Oh, so you can only go for a coin rate of 1, is that it? I guess that's default then. Yeah, we've played Kiwame S on Saturn before, so... F. These two. Okay. Oh my. In before, never gonna happen. Never mind, it happened. Hell. Right, so chicken or east? Oh my god. Yep, this is about what I expected. Rasto chance. Damn it. Gabra, what's up? The Folly as well. Hello? Senpai. At the very least we can play something, but this to this J? Yeah, okay. Go. Cyber Ranger, what's up? Good evening. How's everyone doing? Happy Sunday. Back to work tomorrow, though. Somehow that chicken reminds you of Piccolo. How? That's an interesting thing to be reminded of. Ooh. Fucking betjongs, god damn. It's literally impossible to get anything going. Oh, green face. Yeah, I guess. My apologies for reminding people that it's back to work tomorrow. That's why I'm jogging now. Ooh. Oh shit. Yeah. I think I've got like a couple of meetings tomorrow morning. And then afternoon I don't have anything to do, so I'm probably going to be sat on the sofa with my Steam Deck playing Grand Blue Relink. 4-day week, nice. I'm just hoping that my holidays get approved soon. The one for September has been approved though, like the dates for it, so I'm actually now starting to prepare to go to Japan in September. As I mentioned before, I'm planning on streaming when we get over there. So that should be pretty fun. I'm gonna buy some additional tech to do that though. The thought is to actually do some video, like vlogging, when I'm over there in Japan. So I'm looking to maybe buy a drone and one of the DJI mini gimbals. So I've already got like the smartphone one that they did like years ago, the Osmo Action 2, I think it's called. And I used that on a trip actually when I was over there. It's quite a nice little gimbal, but fucking it's massive. So I kind of need to figure out the logistics of stuff that I have to carry. You'll find something, dude. Oh my god, hurry up. That doesn't help. Always Ishanten. Oh, you got the Osmo 6. Yeah, that's quite nice actually. I know Tane uses, I think it's the Action 3 or 4 or something like that. The mini ones that look like a GoPro. I want the really small one. It looks like sort of a handle, but it's got like a stabilized camera on it. It looks quite nice actually. I wanted the original one of that like a while ago, but they released the Action 3, I think it's called, after that. And I've heard good things about it, so... But I want to like do some proper footage when I'm over there next time and start putting some of that stuff together as like a vlog. It'd be kind of fun to do, because I already have you know, a MacBook that's actually capable of making videos in like 5 minutes rather than the 5 hours that it used to do. So it's been thinking of stuff to actually do on it outside of the usual design work that I do, and I think video work could be pretty good fun to do, but just need to find something somewhere to go to actually make me want to take video. Get rid of my dragon. And oh. What? You didn't want to? Oh, the last time. Yeah, there's quite a few. There's a couple of them. I would probably still use my phone for some footage, but since I prefer to have stabilized footage, looking at a gimbal might be a bit better. This. Hello? You're not letting me do it. Oh, wrong buttons. It's the wrong button. G-H. Stop. If you've got the smartphone gimbal, then that's absolutely fine, to be honest. I've had no problems with mine. Just think mine's a little bit old now. I'll probably still use it though if I took it over there. Just to... Ooh. Fucking hell, I'm ready. Just so that I've actually got options. So 7 of characters here. Hello? Oh. And that's the thing about tech though, there's like so much choice. So it's very hard to know what's good without like trawling through a ton of reviews or getting word of mouth from like friends and family for stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really planning on shooting 4K. I mean, my 13 Pro does really good video to begin with. It's actually what I'm using for this. at the moment. Just use it like as a second webcam because I actually use a proper webcam for my model. That's the chance here. 7 characters, 7 characters, 7 characters. Come on, 7. Damn! But yeah, the 13 Pro is fine. I don't really plan on upgrading my phone for a while yet. Yeah, I'm quite curious to see what the new Apple Watch will look like, though. Because I'm a sucker for smartwatches. Let's say game something yada yada. Right. Okay. Not too bad here. One from ready though. The weights are not very good. Two. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. At least with the Apple Watch. I mean, supposedly the 10th anniversary of the release of the Apple Watch this year, so a lot of people are expecting the Watch X to come out. Now, I did actually get the XS iPhone when they had the 10th anniversary of the iPhone like a number of years ago, and I still have it actually. I love that phone. So I'm actually pretty keen to see what they do to change up the Apple Watch this year when they release the Watch 10. Reach. Let's see. Is it 1? 1, 4. Okay. Oh, we won! Holy crap. Yeah, I'm not bothering with the 9. Like, it's too soon from my previous one, because I'm currently wearing a 7. My god, the mouth movement. Oh my god, the teeth! The teeth! Yeah, I'm currently wearing a 7 right now, so the 9 is like a little too soon for me to buy stuff. The teeth! Oh my god. I go. Oh, this is okay. Right, yeah, but I've not heard anything related to the Watch 10 yet, so I'm not really expecting anything at the moment, but if something does drop and it's like kind of nice, then I might actually go for one. I do love the Apple Watches. Mine's basically glued to my arm. Yeah, I mean, going from like upgrades like that is something I don't normally do. When it comes to phones, at the very least I leave it like 2 years. That was when I used to get phones on contract. Nowadays I just get the SIM card on contract and I buy the phone outright. Yeah, this is the artwork in this is kind of funky. Also, did I take a screenshot of it? Yeah, take another one. Right. So 5/8 of bamboo here. Hopefully we can get something. Not expecting it to happen. Because we kind of have to rely on the CPU to be kind. And it's not doing that at the moment. Also, I'm 310, aren't I? Yeah, because I dropped the 8 at the beginning. So we have to self-draw it anyway. Last chance, eh? Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Didn't think so. One more credit. See if we can actually win a hand here. Like another one. I'm gonna GHIJ. Go. That's okay. Kinda. gonna pawn that. I'm gonna drop IJ actually. We'll go for a off flush here if possible. The memes were powerful, it's no longer powerful. We are not gonna get anything to use now, are we? The likelihood of you winning 7 pairs in a betjong is extremely low, unfortunately, Shrapnel. Oops, D. Oh, right. Press the wrong button there. Damn it. Yeah, and don't even get anything to call either. Yeah, not happening. Also, why are you holding on to 4 souths? That's kind of weird. Right. Let's leave this music on in the background and update the spreadsheet. I mean, it's not a bad one to look at. It's certainly not that fun to play though, with it being a betjong and all. Right, so play count 1v1. It's a betjong. Didn't see any reds. Trombone never is anything. It does have power-ups. Not selectable, but it does. Okay. Usually little nice this one. Tile design interesting if not lewd. As rewards for winning. Betjong though, so your chance of winning is next to 0. This is a 2. Better than the previous one, but not that good at all. Betjongs though, I think you can probably infer that we're going to have a lot of them in this list. So, I mean, this game isn't that bad, like, but I think the problem with bet-based games is that the chance of you winning is like extremely low. Like, we won a hand there, but that's like out of how many hands in total across all the different games. The games usually are more geared to making you lose than anything else. You can change the win rate though, which is interesting. I don't think it affects much though, because I'm sure we put the payout rate to like 90% in one of them, and it basically didn't give us a winning hand at all. Yeah, basically, Einzaki, we've determined that some betjongs actually cheat you out of the last chance thing as well, because some of the betjongs we've come across have like this last chance mechanic where if you are on a winning hand, like a chance to win, then it gives you a last chance to try and get your winning tile. However, some of those games are rigged. Like, one of the games we tried using save states to see what happens, and the winning tile actually changes position even when you're using save states. So say for example you've got like a row of 8 tiles face down and one of them is your winning tile. We used save states to actually see what the winning tile was, and in one of the cases it was like, say, the second one from the right. Third one from the right rather. As soon as we reload the save state and go straight for that tile, it changes to something else, and then the winning tile moves somewhere else. So it's like, yeah, the games are quite obviously rigged to make you lose. Like, if you don't lose the hand normally, then you're likely to lose the hand in last chance, which is pretty much the reason why we look at a lot of betjongs with disdain. I mean, it's kind of expected that, you know, you're supposed to lose your money with betjongs, but not to the extent where they actively cheat you out of the credit itself. I mean, we think that lewdjongs have some pretty dodgy tile distribution. Betjongs are by far the worst that we've come across. Yeah, it's much more difficult to yaku in some cases. It's a problem though, I think. I mean, like I said, we've seen a lot of these games and we've seen enough to know exactly how they behave, which is why, like I said, we look at a lot of the betjongs that we come across with, I'm not going to say disgust, but it's like suspicion more than anything else. It's like, yeah, I think we know exactly what you're all about, which is why we rate them so low. Like this one and all the other ones we've rated like generally not that good. Which is a shame really, because some of them could be quite nice to play if it wasn't for that. But I've not seen a betjong with good presentation yet. I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if there were like a couple that have like more modern looking graphics, but still have like bet functionality behind them. I mean, there might be some in this list. You never know. There might be some in the arcades that we've not seen that have been undumped yet. You never know. It's not like Mahjong is a popular genre of game to play. So I'm pretty much expecting that the lists that we have for MAME at the moment are still largely incomplete. I definitely know the lewdjong one is incomplete though, because there's a whole class of DVD-based arcade mahjongs available that have not been emulated yet. I think they've been dumped, but they are not emulated yet. I know System 11 actually has most of them because he's been collecting them, including this really interesting version of Night Shift Nurse's Mahjong. Believe it or not, that game was actually in the arcade. We do have all three of the PC versions, which is how I learned about it the first time, because I remember System 11 streaming it on his like private server thing, and I was like, what game is this? This anime looks familiar. And he was like, oh, this is Night Shift Nurses. So I ended up trying to like find some information on it. Couldn't find anything on the arcade version, but the PC version started popping up in my Google searches, and that's how I actually learned that there was like three of them. And then I ended up buying all three of them. So I've actually got them. But the arcade one is like extremely hard to find, and it actually looks and plays differently to the PC one. It's like with it being DVD based, you get this video footage, and then you get the UI for the Mahjong on top of it. So it looks sort of like, you know, like a typical like lewdjong where you've got like a character in the background. Let's see if I can find an example. There's probably no picture like here. I don't know. Right, let's just use Higurashi as an example. Something like this. But instead of like Reina, for example, you've got like, I don't know, some hentai in the background, and you've got the UI for the jongs on top of it. Just imagine it like that. That's basically what the DVD jongs are kind of like. You've got the DVD video in the background, and then you've got the UI for the jong on top of it. It's they're pretty interesting. They are pretty interesting. Yeah, it's there's like I said, there's a hell of a lot of arcade stuff that has not been emulated yet, and it'll be interesting to see them pop up eventually. I don't know if anyone's currently working on like the DVD drivers for the DVD games. There's like a whole host of Nichibutsu DVD arcade games out there. If you're interested, you should probably track down System 11's blog, because he actually documents quite a few stuff on his personal blog that he's been collecting and fixing, because he's been in the arcade collecting scene for like decades at this point, so he knows quite a lot about that stuff. But he actually talks a lot about it on his blog. It's actually pretty interesting. I think his blog is actually linked on my spreadsheet actually. And grab the link for you, because I remember I used his guide for Mahjong Vanilla Syndrome. Here it is. Yeah, there it is. Right there. Assuming that it's still up. Oh well. You might need to ask him if his blog is up, because it seems like it's not. But he does actually have that kind of stuff blogged, so it's probably like down for whatever reason. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that we see the DVD stuff at some point, because that's actually kind of fun. I've seen a little bit like in action, and it's fascinating to see how that stuff works. And yes, it is very distracting, Tower. Very, very distracting. Anyway, so Ronjan. Okay. Ronjan. Making pretty good progress. This Ronjan Super as well, apparently. Let's put this music on in the background as well. Right, so I've updated the game name. Spreadsheet updated, that's removed off the list. Ready to go. Griff, what's up? Good evening. Alright. Ronjan. Ronjan Super! Sounds like an 80s game, this. Oh, 91 by Wing. Emulation not yet complete. Push starts. Oh, I can see why. That's frightening. Oh well. I can see why it's not working. How have the jongs been so far? Fucking awful. As you can see. This one is like not emulated properly by the look of it. The tile set looks broken. Yeah, Shinkansen. Shinkansen is great. I'll take a screenshot for this though, just in case. Did I actually put a screenshot for the other thing though? Hold on. What was the other thing that we just played? Did I forget to add the screenshot? Oh, Mahjong Gekisha. Did I add a screenshot for it? Yes, Ronja. This looks broken. Yes, half tile challenge mode. At least you can tell what the number tiles are. Telling what the character tiles are is going to be easy. Telling what the rest of them are is not going to be easy though. Yeah, the Nozomi is like one of the fastest things ever. It's nice that that's actually included on the JR Rail Pass now though. I don't think this is playable, by the way. I mean, it's kind of obvious. I mean, you could probably attempt to play it. There's no sound though, plus it's a betjong, of course. Oh my god. Push A. Okay. That's a 2 of circles. So I think I've got the 1, 2 there. The 7. Yeah, it comes with its own sensor bar, yeah. What is that? Is that a 7? No, that's an 8, isn't it? What the hell is that? What are these? Yeah, I thought this was 7. Wait, that's a 3 then. It has to be a 3. Let's get rid of the FG. 1. F again, I think. H. Oh, we got a voice clip. think I'm like one from ready here. Damn it. Yeah, I was one from ready. The Vihalainen? Unceremoniously ejected back to the title screen. Yeah, this game is terrible. Right. Also, it's broken, so can't really give this one like a fair rating. Open Tanyao, yes. Well, okay, so I mean, it is broken, so we can't really give it a fair rating. Vonjan. The emulation for this is incomplete. So all of the not easy to play. So there's no sound. Also, there's no sound outside of. You can barely see the tiles properly. Yeah. The betjong, though, obviously. 1v1. Probably no chombo. I didn't see any reds. Power-ups, there were some. But we can't really rate it because it's not playable, sadly. There's probably going to be a theme for a lot of these games. It's a shame, really, but at least we can get through them quicker. If half of them are, like, unplayable from the start. Oh, more bet. We're gonna have a whole host of betjongs, aren't we? Puu Mahjong. Oh, here it is. This is like the fastest speed we've gone through a list. We're already at like game 5. Puu. Yep, that's updated. Remove that one. Okay. That's assuming that we go through all of the betjongs and there's like. Wait, what version are we playing on? Version 2.0 RX. What the hell is that? Oh, did I spell it wrong? 1, 2. Oh, that is the right one, isn't it? There's no other Puu Mahjong in here, is it? $2,000 in question mark. That's not the right one though. There's supposed to be another one, I think. Let me just check very quick. 1, 2. Oh, there's only one. Okay, so that is the right one. Doesn't even work. Preliminary driver, no graphics. Yeah, 2000 X Jong. Let's load it to see what happens. Probably nothing. Anis.cpp driver, Zilog, Z80, YM2413. Oh, we get some graphics. It looks okay. I don't know if it's playable though. 2.0 RX. There's no sound though. Oh, there is some sound. Everybody is north apparently. That's a 1v1 jong. That's a bet jong as well. Hold on. A screenshot there. This looks okay. Everybody's north. What the hell is this? Huh? Mega Go, what's up? I don't know. Did we win? I'm not entirely sure. I have no idea what's going on at the moment. Push start, okay. Oh, so you can actually... Oh. Slightly delayed sound effects, I think. Chi? What are these sound effects? Doo doo doo. Don. Gonna chi that. A, B. Drop A, thank you. Right, so 5-8 of circles. I don't know if we're in a church. We could be. Let's actually do this instead. So 7 of circles are the red dragon. Can? Damn it. I tried. Also, the tiles see-through. It looks like you can see through the markings on the tiles to the table behind it. Yeah, church organ. Shit, could have waited, actually, might have won it. Empire. Dong. I mean, it works. At the very least, what the hell? Okay. No lewds allowed in church, Jong. Do. There's a certain Final Fantasy track that this reminds me of, though. Can. Final Fantasy 7, that is. I think it's a Junon? Did it? Alright. There it is. Right, Hey. Wait, I pushed H there, what the hell? Through 10 as well. No! Love this thing. Velcro could work. I do have some Velcro pads somewhere. Anna's main board. You know, this reminds me of one of those really jank simulations on PC 98. Just the way that the title screen looks with like the picture of the Chinese mountains. Okay. You know, I really want to play some Hyper Reaction 2 right now, though. To get all this taste of betjong out of my mouth. It does sort of look very Windows 98 Kuzo-gay-ish. Reach! H. So win on the chicken. What the hell is that tile that they discarded for reach? The tile corruption. There can be only one. Oh, you won. Damn it. The chicken! There can be only one and it was them, yeah. Right. Hi. I mean, you're not wrong. Reach. J. So 3-6 of bamboo. What the hell is that tile? Like how the reach tile is like completely corrupted when it laid on its side there. You can't even tell what it is. Are you sure about that? Got it. No, sorry. 4-7. Damn it. There's a chicken right there. Nah, didn't think so. 3, 2, 1. Nope. Yeah, they open reach. Do 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 do. Once you get used to using this, though, it's actually not that bad. It does make playing these a lot easier, though. Very clicky controller as well, though. You can probably tell from the sound. Cheat fights again, is it? Nope, nope, nope. As you can see, it's nearly an impossibility winning a betjong, no matter how much you try. There's not much you can do to alleviate that either. What? Oh. Good chi that actually. Let's get rid of these. Right now I'm banking on getting honors now. What the hell is that tile? Oh, hold on a minute. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Yeah, family just came home. Hey, Overlord. So there's 105, and they're all kind of shit, unfortunately. They're largely all kind of shit. There's a couple of simulation style ones, but we've not really played that many of them. Why you give me last chance on this when I'm not even ready? Stupid game. Alright, we're moving on from this one. It's certainly a thing, this one. It is playable though, so we do have to rate it on that. It's a betjon, there's no reds, there's no chombo, there is no power up. Yeah, there's no power up. Actually, no, there is. I think you have to pay for them. I am going to play something slightly different though, as an aside, just because we've played so many betjongs and I need to play something good for a change. A betjong from the early 2000s has an okay presentation. Very relaxed. Okay. Also, like most other betjongs, and that it's in the vault. Void. It's a 2. Even with the dodgy emulation, it's a 2. You know, it's probably a 1. You know, it's a 2. It looks better than most of the betjongs, but it still plays like shit. No, simulation style ones do exist. You've got stuff like Kiwame Pro Mahjong. You've got a Sega Network Tyson Mahjong, and some other ones as well. The only thing is, those ones aren't emulated currently. Like, none of them are emulated properly. There's also Usagi Online, but that's not like a simulation style. But yeah, most of the Sega Net ones don't work properly. The Pro Mahjong Kiwame S is on Sega Titan. That doesn't work properly. It's a shame, really, because there are a couple in here that are supposedly quite good, but we've not seen any of them yet. Most of it's been betjong, and not even good ones at that. There's been maybe a handful of decent ones, but they're like erring on the side of lewd at the moment, so yeah. Wait, what? Oh, there's an Italian Mahjong Federation. Nice. It's actually kind of cool. I want to play something just to break it up a little bit, though. So you'll excuse me for changing the theme just very quickly. So I've noticed something slightly off with the emulation on current MAME for this. Like, you can see it at the bottom of the screen. Interesting. Maybe it's just with that FMV. Right. Just want to play a credit or two. Because we've played so many betjongs, I need to play something different just to get it out of my system. It is beatable. It does cheat a lot though. I've gotten as far as the very last opponent. Most of the arcade lewdjongs are beatable though, I would think. I've definitely done a couple of them. I love this game. Come on, let me just turn it down because it's a bit loud. Cody, what's up? I'm so glad I've got this PCB now though. Alright, what we got here? Also, this game does not have open Tanyao, so you kind of have to play it closed. Could go open immediately though, with the green dragons. Not yet. Let's see. Gonna have to chi that on. Chi that, and we are praying for the green dragon. As long as we stay tenpai though, we should be alright. This game features a low starting point value, and if you are no 10 at all, it's game over. So, waiting for the green dragon because West is not Yaku, unfortunately. Shit. Senpai though. We don't lose points for that, I don't think. She does. Ichito. You know, for the longest time, I think people theorized that she's actually talking about her hand when she says stuff like that. But I'm not buying that at all. We'll go silent here. Okay, reach. Oh, Ippatsu! Just two-hander. Yeah, I'm just playing something different for now, Modi Rufo, while we go through all of these nonsensical bet games. Half of them haven't even been working today, so just for a change of pace. Right. Yeah, she is just making noob noises, but Ooh. Dirty weight time! Cheat toys for the white dragon. Oh, we got it! Dedicated lurking, 9 to 5, what's up? It's 5-8. No Dora though, sadly. So that could have been nice. I knew that was coming. Alright, doesn't seem too bad. Six, 9? Oh, and 1. Oh, he pats it. Just two-hander. Yeah, we're not seeing this reappear ever again. I would be very surprised if this actually got ported to something like the Switch, since the Switch has been getting some of the arcade jongs lately. Oh my god, what the fuck? It's a terrible hand to start with. Nah, I wouldn't think this is Kokshi. It's like too many tiles away from being Kokshi Muso. Problem is that it doesn't really give us much options. Besides a couple of calls. We're gonna go no 10 here. Yeah, we're gonna go no 10 here, shit. No 10. Well, both no 10, I think. That's alright. Some people have ported it. The Switch actually has a couple. They are like heavily censored though, but they do have them. I would be really surprised if this ever appeared on a collection like that though. Nice. One from ready. Still one from ready. 310. Ah, really? Minus. Sag. Explosion. Yeah, they could put it on PC, but it's not something that you would expect to see on that as well. What was the other one I actually wanted to play on for a little bit? Let's play the best game ever, shall we? Once MAME decides to pick it up. There we go. I have the PCB for this as well. It's like the shining jewel in my collection of arcade boards at the moment. This and Hyper Reaction 2. Love this game though, it's so good. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Wow! You know, it's funny, it was McCall that showed me this game like years and years and years ago. This and Hyper Reaction 2, back when he actually played a little bit of Mahjong, like ages and ages ago. He played some of these on stream, and that's how I actually learned about them. Fell in love with this game, though. I think it's so good. What's up, pal? Everyone's declaring betjong, I see. Yeah, this game's great, though. So glad that I've got the PCB now, though. Took a long time to find, funny enough. I found all the other stuff that I wanted, like, quite quickly, but this one has been pretty elusive. This one and Higurashi, I think, have been probably the hardest ones to get a hold of. You saw this on Weird Video Games way back when, yeah. It's definitely one of those games that certainly raises a few eyebrows when people first see it. Not just for the lewd content, just for the theme itself. But that's why I'm actually very excited to get onto lewdjongs stuff once we're done with the all ages arcade stuff, because a lot of the lewdjongs stuff actually does have some really nice like visual themes. Like obviously you've got this one, which is Batman. You've got Disco Mahjong, which is extremely funny. That's set in a nightclub. Higurashi isn't a lewdjong, but it's actually pretty damn good. There's loads of them actually that have some really nice themes. Triple Wars, which is an RPG, but also Mahjong. There's also another one which I keep forgetting the name of, but it actually opens up with a map screen that looks like Ghouls and Ghosts. It's so good, that one, actually. Also a Nichibutsu game, that one. So yeah, I usually keep joking with Aquas to tell him to play that Ghouls and Ghosts Jong just for the shits and giggles. Hospital Jong is pretty funny. Yeah, the Mahjong Clinic, but that's not an arcade game, I don't think. I don't remember seeing it as an arcade game. I think that's primarily console and computer. But yeah, there's a lot of really interesting like lewdjongs out there which have some nice themes to them actually, which is what's going to be most interesting about actually exploring the adult themed arcade games. They're going to actually have some stuff that'll actually be interesting to a lot of people, like at least be fun to watch at the very least, because these betjongs have been extremely boring so far. But like I said, I expected them to be boring because they're primarily centered around gambling, and you can't really have fancy themes in a game that's meant to take your money like that. Yeah, the basement was funny as hell though. That was a fun game, that one though. Anyway. Also, the emulation doesn't seem to be quite right in this, because I've just noticed some graphical corruption in MAME, but that's fine. Alright. Yeah, so this is actually a class of Mahjong where you need to win like certain amount of hands per opponent. It's not like some of the games where you need to deplete a certain amount of points. In this one you sort of deplete lives, but it's very power-up based as well. I do actually have a guide for all of the power-ups. I just haven't set it up on my stream layout. Being too lazy about it. Right, because I'm not really actively playing this properly, and oh my god. Well, that's certainly a thing. Can. Reach. 1-4 of characters. Alright, Energy, I'll catch you later, dude. Have a good night. Yeah, so this is not auto discard and this is not auto win either. You actually need to do it manually. So you need to know what you're waiting for at all times. Yes, we are threatening her with a batarang. A reach-a-rang. So 1-4 of characters, yeah, is it? Yeah. Of course she's not intimidated, she's just pointing a gun at us. Typical. Oh! Six Dora. Also nipple. I forgot what that power up is. I think that's press start to change your tiles. Yeah, the sound is a little bit off as well. I mean, if you've seen me playing this on the actual PCB, the sound is a hell of a lot better. It's one thing that I noticed when I actually fired up the PCB for the first time is the audio emulation is like completely off. Which is a shame, really. Reach. The 2-3-4 Sanshoku. The 1-4 of characters required. Four would be preferable here. I mean, we don't need to win the points, it's mainly just winning the hand that's important in this game. So you could win with a 1000 point, like, pawn cat hand if you wanted to. As long as you win, that's the most important thing. Because they will dunk on you if you, I'll take that. They will dunk on you otherwise. Yeah, points are technically irrelevant in this game. Ooh, is that the Ippatsu Reach power? Right, so you need to find big jewels here. Nope. Instant fail. Yeah, so at the end of each round you need to find a big jewel that's been stolen. There's 6 of them in total. If you fail that minigame though, you need to fight one final round against that opponent. Yeah, getting points can help you not get wrecked, but if you play fast enough you could possibly win like most of them. I mean, when I 1CC'd it, I was actually going for open hands primarily. And also I was playing really slow towards the end of the game because the turn timer actually gets shorter in this game as you go through. At the beginning you have about like 7-8 seconds, but then it shortens down to about 3-4 seconds. So that's the Ippatsu Reach power up. I would like Tenho though. I would have preferred to have Tenho at this point. Naturally, Ippatsu Reach and I've got a hand that is all over the place. Fucking shot me immediately. Of course. Now I can't declare reach at all and I've lost the power up. I know I'm ready. Don't say that. Shosangen. Honitsu Shosangen. I forget which one that is. I'm gonna use them though. I think that one is discard tiles at the beginning of the hand, I think. Or was it press start to do it? Bloody hell. J? Uh-oh. Back at you, kid. Oh my god. McGrainer, what's up? Go. Terrible. Oh dear. Oh, game over. Yeah. I expected that though. I very much expected that. Yes, Moddy Roofer. All of the women in this game are part of the Catwoman gang, and they stole all the jewels in this game, the big jewels which you need to recover. Technically, we're not Batman though. I think the actual proper lore in this is we're Owlman rather than Batman, but it's funnier to think that he's actually Batman instead. But we have to go around and recover the stolen jewels from these 6 suspects. There's actually 7, I think, if I remember correctly. Because you get the 6 jewels and then you have to fight the actual Catwoman at the end. I have no idea how I won CC this like years ago though. I must be playing on my skin. Fucking hard game. Very, very difficult game though. Good game. Anyway, we'll probably get back to what we were doing to actually make some progress. Yes, not Godzilla. Right, so back to it. That was a nice little diversion. Oh, you get a proper diversion then. Oh, so this should be pretty good. I think this is working. We have played the PS2 version of this though. Usagi Yamashiro Mahjong Hen. Actually, a couple of Usagi games though. I do have the CHDs for this. Right. Yeah, that's why I say it's actually Owlman, not Batman. Anonymous. Usagi Yamashiro Mahjong Hen. It's imperfect, is it? No, it's fine. As long as we can get it to work. Also, it's spinning my system up a little bit. Oh, Naomi, that's why. Looks like Psycho's noticed though. Is that actually gonna stay on that screen? Gonna do something. Come on. Okay, there we go. Kaito? Damn right we are! Oh, I forgot this was done by Warashi as well. Warashi have done quite a few jongs in the past. Any sound? Yeah, the sound is skipping a little bit. Because it's MAME. Yeah, it's a frame rate issue. Can we unthrottle this? I know Demul might run this actually. I don't actually have Demul set up here though, I think. Okay, while that's busy tripping out. Also horse butt. what kind of picture is this? Horse butt. Yeah, let me very quickly check something. I do have Demul on here, but I don't know if I've actually got it set up. If not, then I'll put this on a list of stuff to check out properly when I actually do a little bit of research on it. Demul should be working. Don't know if I've actually got the ROMs for it though. Alright, let's see now. Run Naomi. Ah, it is actually available. I don't know if I can run it though. How do you do that? How do you do that? Let me just figure something out very quickly. I probably don't even have the BIOS set up actually. Hold on. Right. What I'll do, because I think it runs in Demul, is I'll actually set this aside for tomorrow's stream. So I can actually do a little bit of testing. I think Demul does some weird stuff though, because it's a fairly old and clunky ass emulator, but it might work a little bit better on that. So I'll put that aside for tonight. I would like to play it, and we have played the PS2 version, but for now we'll have to leave that one. Let me see now. I'm just going to make a note of this. Yeah, just leave me on that. Take an eye on this. Let's frame the issues. So it may work a bit better in Yeah, I'll set this one aside for tomorrow. I need to see if I've got Demul set up. Be nice to play it though. I think it should work fine in Demul since I've used that emulator for other things. Like, I think I used it for Zero Gunner and Gigawing 2 and Under Defeater as well. So I think it should work fine. I just need to make sure I've got the correct CHDs for it. Test and demo. It's a shame, really. All the good stuff is like more recent, but it doesn't work very well in MAME. Whereas all the bad stuff does work, but it's all shit. Which is about the story of this this list so far. 80 games though. What else have we got? Let's just get the other one. Mahjong Nenrikishu SP. Mahjong Nenrikishu, was it? Right. There it is. The clone of something, apparently. Right. At the very least, we're getting through a lot of this list a lot faster than expected. So that's updated, that's added, it's on the list. I'll remove that now, just in case. Right. Try and find something that we can play on. And then Rikishu, is it? Wait, really? Hold on. You notice that this is not in alphabetical order either. I could try a different name to see if it works. Hmm. Oh, it's actually not in here. Hold on a minute then. I've got too many versions of MAME on here. 257. Ah, there it is. 1998. Okay. Oh, shit. What am I missing? Missing a ROM. Okay. Hold on a minute. Give me 1 second. Let me just put some music on so it's not silent. Just bear with me 1 second, yeah, while I take care of this. You know, while we're waiting, let's just play something. It's gonna take a while for that to work. I don't know why I can't find that. No, unless they've actually merged everything. I don't know though. Yay, MAME. I know it sucks, unfortunately. I did find the name of that game that I wanted to play though. Galma Taika. There it is. So you know how before I was mentioning that there's a Mahjong which opens up with a map screen that looks like Ghouls and Ghosts? Well, I took a quick look at the list and I found it. I have played it before. I just keep forgetting what the name is. It is pretty much Nichibutsu though. We'll play this one very quickly. It's not Nenwikishu though. But this game name to actually go the right one. An interesting name though. Galma Kaika. It's just the title screen as well. Come on, OBS, there you go. I don't know why game capture takes so long to actually pick stuff up though. Kind of annoying. So I'll wait for MAME to actually update on the other one before we do that other game. Yeah, it is OBS. Yeah, so you get this really cool looking map screen which I call Ghouls and Ghosts. But what you do is you basically roll the dice and you go an X number of steps across until you get to a space where you play against somebody, and then you end up with the usual jong nonsense as you see here, where people get Suanko just on the first drop. Also, hold up, the sound not coming through. Of course. Sound is not picking up, is it? Affected. Hold on a minute. Oh, now you're picking up. OBS, God, you suck. Seriously. Oh, right. What are we doing? Oh, yes. Playing Mahjong, that's what we're doing. Could go for something really jank here. The 2 of character? We're gonna get slammed on. Oh no! Sumo! The Ippatsu Itsu, is it? Help me! We'll get 5 spaces, is it? Yeah, 5 spaces. Yes, travel planning is absolutely a chore. And I need to do some travel planning soon if I want to go to Barcelona in May. Since the flights are pretty cheap at the moment. Pantsu. Nichibutsu at least saves the world. Yeah, I've been before. I'm going for a video game meetup this time around though. Last time I went, I actually went to hang out with some friends of mine and we ended up going to the new camp to watch Barcelona play Real Madrid. Which was a surprise that it actually happened, but a welcome one at the time. The 5 8 of circles. Got it. Yeah, probably gonna start looking at hotels once I actually figure out the flight situation for Japan first. Yeah, if you're going for Hanami, then yeah, it's not gonna be friendly at all. It's the most popular time of the year for traveling. Yeah, to Japan at least. Why are you locked in a chest? Of all places? So. Start or something or other. This is fine. Right. We just saw your pantsu before though. Yeah, the prices will be much higher. You could possibly book them much further in advance than... Oh my god. What the hell? Yeah, just instantly big red, big dragons. So 2 5 of circles. Oh! Ippatsu, although it didn't really matter. I mean, it's Nichibutsu, of course it's gonna throw hands like that at you at some point. We need to get the boss though. 13 steps. So the amount of Han you have at the end of a round determines how many spaces you go. Hold on. Oh, no, that's fine. Scato. Alright. No, she's only taking the skirt off, it's fine. We probably did, yes. Wait, what? Oh dear. This doesn't look good. Instantly garbage from the get-go. It's music is certainly something. Yeah, I don't see this hand going anywhere though. Well, it's nearly ready. Cheetah? No. Peko, Honitsu. This hand doesn't look that bad actually. Yeah, no problem, Bender. I'll catch you later. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Have fun planning your holiday. I need to do that as well at some point though. So E should be alright. Yeah. So 4 of characters wait, but I just want to wait 1 turn first. Okay, let's go for it. 4 of characters. Oh! Ippatsu! 4 hand. So 4 spaces. This is probably the furthest we've gotten this so far. I don't actually remember going this far into it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got the SOS. Conveniently skip the tree boss. Rescue this person. Skirt. Burano, something like that. What does this do? Probably take off the bras in it. Hold on. Yep. Wow, that's see-through. He didn't take it off, you could just see through it. Alright. I'm gonna cheat that. I'm gonna go for half flush here. J. Yeah. Okay. Chi that as well. PH, so drop L. So east or red? Damn it. Pen pie as well, huh? Okay. At least it's not a Yakuman hand up there. Nope. Okay, so this. We'll get rid of that 9 as well, actually. Get rid of F. Input lag. Also, this is looking very 7 pairs. Maybe. It's looking like something else now, though. Here with the white dragons. I'm actually ready. Oh, really? Okay, it's cheap. I'm okay with losing that amount considering I've got like a Yakuman's worth of points still. Ooh, Itsu possibility here. Which I might just call for if we get the tiles. Yeah. Get rid of J. So we're one from ready. Ippatsu sumo, okay. Oh my god, what is this hand? Just get rid of those first. That one. That one. Almost ready, actually. Don't rush me. Freaking game. I've Itsu, but the weight is freaking terrible. Let's change it then. Just for shits and giggles. We need the pair. The likelihood of us getting the 3 is going to be very low. Oh, on a white dragon. Yep, here it comes. Get rid of HI actually, because that weight is not very nice. H. Too many pairs, I think. Yeah, too many pairs. Let's unbalance this a little bit. Good. Bit better. 2 circles, 4 of bamboo. You're gonna deter reach straight away. Damn it. Yeah, we're getting Nietzsche'd here, I think. Oh, that was nice. The chanter. Notice how from the very beginning we had something good going and then we've lost all of that opportunity now. As is usually the way with Nichibutsu Mahjongs. We are ready though. 2 characters, 5 of circles. course. We've got the exact amount of points for a, was it 2 hand, 3 hand, something like that? Put 2, we'll go with the bamboo. I'm gonna keep that as a Dora though, so triple 2, 4. I'll do anything with that one. Get rid of it before it becomes dangerous. Gotta try it. Oh, really? On the last tile? Uh-huh. Oh, God. Gotta stretch. Don't mention food, I am quite hungry right now. We got pretty far though. I'm sure there's like plenty more of that as well. Is that the gold at the end there? Is that the end of the game, is it? I actually kind of wonder what's actually after that. Gold at the end of the rainbow. Anyway. Are we about done yet? No, we're about 64% done. Because MAME. What else have we got hidden? Let's take a quick look at the list. Since we're just playing random shit while we're waiting for MAME to actually do something. Oroki. Oh, I know that one. Janjan Bari Bari. Oh, is that the Pachinko one? Actually, that could be pretty fun to play. I haven't seen that one in a while. Janjan Bari Bari. We will sit down and play these properly eventually, though. Janjan. There it is. Quest of Jong Master I just saw as well. Palanichi Butts. Yeah, so this actually combines Mahjong with Pachinko, funnily enough. As you can see. It's an interesting game, this one, though. Not quite sure how it all works together, but it does. Ooh. Right. I'll take the pack of cigarettes. Which machine do we want to play on? We'll play on A. Okay. Exactly. I mean, Nichibutsu generally come up with some pretty crazy themes in their games, like that we already knew. Oh, we hit the jackpot. Somehow hit the jackpot with that one. Ton. Oh shit, I could have called that. Fuck. Cheetah? Yeah. Could actually called that white dragon. Fuck me. Yeah, the pachinko lady getting naked is quite funny. Look at the G-Man. Of course. Didn't think so. The music is quite nice in this, though. That I'll give. You're confused and enthralled, are you, Cody? Yeah, it's a pretty weird game, this one, how you've got like a mixture of pachinko and Mahjong, but I said that's kind of how Nichibutsu rolls. Not the first time I played this on stream. And by the way, have you noticed what the Richi stick is? I love Nichibutsu sometimes, you know, they've got some of the funniest themes in their games. So that's 6 of circles, red dragon. So I guess any of the circle tiles actually become pachinko balls as they go up there. I know, right? Can't be healthy. Run. No. Dora ich. Sanhan. Oi, 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 oi. It's digitized, it's extra dangerous. Okay. It's a bit of a waste of cigarettes though if you think about it. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Chinko parlors aren't exactly healthy. Pair 3, pair 5. Right, so... Go with that. I still don't know what determines getting a pachinko ball. Wait. Like which tiles actually cause it. It might be circles and honors, I think. Either it's just all in random. Yeah, because the one of circles there and the white dragon does it. Lipstick marks on the opponent's cigarette as well, yeah. Nanikore. Honitsu. Mangan. Fuck. Of course it'd be a mangan. The thing I can play for here is something big and easy to get closed. Yep. Get in the thing! Oh fuck! Accidentally discarded that one, which I wanted to keep. Hey! So you get 1,000 points every time you land it. That's actually a fun way of getting additional points. This hand is going nowhere though. Yeah, so it's honors and circles by the look of it. Like dragons and circles rather. It's kind of cool. Also no 10, very clearly. No 10. Oh my god. Get in there. Nice. This gives me some points to reach with. Reach. Chicken. Could get rid of these two. Yeah. One from ready. Fuck. Yeah. Dope. I don't think MAME is finished yet, so we'll do another credit. Game's kind of cool though. I like the pachinko aspect, actually being able to randomly get some more points if you need it. You could actually use it to come back from the brink when some games actually like drain all your points. What's the chocolate? We'll do D this time. Oh my god. Also armpits. Ooh. Cheetites. No, I'm not gonna change the hand right now. Double reach on 2 of bamboo. Have to pay attention here. I guess I accidentally discard it. Get in there! Oh, it's a different machine as well. Yay! Reach Tsumo Chitoi no Dora. Nice. Oh no, you don't. Yeah, so the chocolate that I bought at the beginning of the game is probably Sumikomi, which allows you to change your hand up. What am I waiting for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 8. Oh shit! Fuck, I've got a self-draw it now. God damn it. Too busy reading my weight to actually pay attention. Yeah, so I'm 310. I actually need to self-draw it now because I missed that discard earlier. Sucks. That's 2 of them I missed. Senpai. Oh god. Shosangen? Honitsu Shosangen? Nani kore? What is this? Reach on F. 2 circles. 7 of circles. I've not once seen an arcade jong play defensively before, so I hate it when it does that. Can! Please? Damn. Hoping against hope. That's safe. Okay. Senpai though. Sounds like it's finished. One from ready. Reach. So 9 of characters, 9 of bamboo, yeah. Them no weights. To roll my eyes at that one. Sanshoku Dora. Questionable. Nope. Nope. Yep. Almost ready as well. Cigarette versus cigarette. The 6-9 of bamboo. Fuck, of course. Hi. As expected. Nah. Fun game though. I like that one. Right, so what was the other thing that was... Yeah, it's done. Okay, so got like 6 million windows open, of course. Right, bear with me 1 second while I get this running. Oh, this looks interesting. Wait, this can't be a betjong. This looks far too good. Hold on a minute while I'm waiting for it to actually do something. You need to update the game name as well. Call this one the last one of the night though. I'm getting kind of jonged out at the moment. Right. Just waiting for OBS to pick it up. This looks pretty good though, from what I'm seeing at the moment. Copyright by IGS, Soul Agent, Alta, Co-Limited Japan. That's a bet game. Come on, MAME. Right, so default game options, open GL mode, auto maximize. Okay. Pick up already. There's the only thing that drives me nuts about freaking MAME sometimes. There we go, finally. Okay, it looks pretty cool for a bet game. But it is a bet game, so it largely depends on whether or not it's playable. Yeah, John Rage. Yeah, it's an IGS bet game though, so obviously it's IGS hardware. Well, you even got a roulette wheel as well. That's kind of cool. Oh, is that for the bet rate, is it? Oh, right. Okay, let's go. So 5 is as high as it goes, okay. I'm pressing start. What are you doing? Hello? Oh, for the love of God. I am pressing start. What is wrong with you? Press start before, didn't I? Check the controls. Oh, really? Bizarre. Okay, there we go. That might be that I was using this for shmups. That's probably why the assignment is all messed up. Also, the one thing I hate about this tile set is that the bamboo look like circles. In a way. So, that's not good. Print screen this. Bubble boo, yeah. The presentation isn't bad though. Obviously it is IGS, so the arcade system it uses is not that bad. Yeah, the color scheme definitely does not help at all. Could go for cheap lights here. Thought about cheat lights there, but Nanpin. Rowan. Gyanwan. Chiso. Okay. What was that? Right, so waiting for Green Dragon or South. Roso. It's actually Japanese they're speaking. Go. E. Workable. Oops, I wanted to keep that. Fuck. Oh well. Slightly jonged out now. Okay. Yeah, I mean the presentation in this doesn't seem that bad actually. It does still play like a betjong though, so it's trying its hardest to not give me anything to work with. Chun. I'm ready. 3-6 of bamboo. I'm free tender. So 3 of characters, 5 of bamboo. These are some good faces though. Auto discard. Of course. The faces are pretty good in this though, I just noticed. 1, 2, 3, give it 8. Give it A. And let's go! Ton. Do I want to keep that? No, I was planning on getting rid of the A tile. Yuan. J with the next. Yeah. Anything, please? Eyebrow raised. 7 of characters, is it? She's got 2 of them, naturally. It's right between what I wanted. Right. Really? Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, come on. I was hoping for more. This is some hardcore bait. Noticed how she hasn't dropped any of them yet. This is such bait. She hasn't dropped a single honor yet. Can that? Good animation. Right, Keeping. Not a single honor. Oh, we're ready. Oh, D. Do we need south or north? Nope. Nope. Of course. Title screen animation is pretty strong though. Donk. Try again. Right, just see what that gives us. Absolutely nothing. Nan. Kebab. H. Can't decide on what to do with that one. That's 7. Okay, we'll do that. Each. Or 7. They never give you it, do they? Yeah, didn't think so. They never ever give you it. I mean, the thing is about these bet games is that they look nice, but if they weren't so, like, unfair, they'd actually be pretty good to play. This one, though, it looks nice. It doesn't play that badly, but as you can see, it cheats like a motherfucker, so automatically disqualifies it from the good pile. I mean, it is made to take all your money off you, but could at least be a little less blatant about it. Thing is though, if they'd actually made these games like fun to play as well, then they'd probably make a lot more money, but it is what it is. Okay. God damn it. Would have been ready. I'm not even sure the Chinese devs know how to create decent tile distribution. Or at least try to be a little less cheaty about it. One more credit and then that'll be it. H. K. Go. No. A. I think 2 from ready. So I'll get rid of F. Chun. Nam. Reach. I. The presentation's great, but yeah. Auto win as well. Yeah. That's it. I've had enough. I can bet games though. Nothing's more soul draining than a bet game. What's this one called again? Gekisha. Again, a lot of these could have been really good games, but they just had to make them like extremely unfair to play. Gekisha Brothers. So it's a 1v1 bet game. No reds. No chombo. Yes, power up. Tried up in Tanya, didn't get it. I did take a screenshot, didn't I? I think I did. Did I take a screenshot? Hold on. Oh. Okay, now. It's a different emulator. Bear with me a second. Got that many versions of MAME at the moment that are getting confusing now. Two. Despite this being quite nicely presented, it's really fun. Again, feels like a big step down that avoid unless you're It's a shame about betjongs, really. All of them could have been better. Like, they could have made a lot more money if they weren't such bullshit to play. Like, I don't think we've come across a betjong yet that has been fun to play so far. Which is a shame, really, because some of them do have some nice presentation. But, yeah. At the very least, though, we're getting through a lot of these now. How many of these is left? 79, actually. So, yeah, we've got quite a few to go. There's a couple of these which are actually censored versions of lewdjongs, like Mahjong Quest, for example. So that should be pretty good. But again, we're at the mercy of the roulette wheel in this case. So we'll probably not get to play that until it actually gets rolled. And what I will do though is I will try and get Usagi working in Demul, and if I can get it working, then that'll be the first game played tomorrow, and then we'll continue on with the rolls as usual. But I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, everyone. It's been pretty good. There's quite a few people in tonight, which is a surprise for these extremely unfun betjongs, but it is what it is. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I will see you throughout the week. I'm going to see if I can find somebody to host, and I'll send you in that direction so you've got something fun to watch at least. Aquas is schmupping, is he? Yeah, I'll send you to Aquas actually, because he's playing Smash TV. So yeah, I'll catch you later. Go say hi to Aquas. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a good rest of the week. But if I do see you tomorrow, let's continue this on. So have a good night, guys. Later. Thank you very much. Good night.